So I'm changing my thought process on being bored because the people that are the most bored are usually the most creative and successful people in this current state of the world. I've been obsessing with being bored now is not a curse, it's actually a superpower. I mean, yeah, you're probably going to call me corny like, dude, what? This is real life, dude. But no, like I'm going to tell you why boredom is actually a secret weapon in this hyper digital doom scrolling world and how you can use it as an advantage to level up and just be way ahead of most of the people. Now you're probably wondering like, dude, boredom, like being bored sucks. Like it's literally punishment from the universe and shit. Like I'll stare at my ceiling for hours. I'm a loser. But no, like boredom is just your brain's way of saying like, give me something else to chew on. Nowadays, especially younger adults or us Gen Z, we treat boredom like it's the fucking plague. Like we got all of our social media apps, Netflix, Discord, anything to kill 2 seconds of just, I'm bored. But I want you to imagine like one time I was so bored, I literally stared at a blank wall for 10 minutes, right? Just literally stared at it. No distractions, no sounds. I mean, you're probably calling me insane. Like, bro, what? Did you put yourself in a fucking timeout? But no, this is actually where the magic starts. Because, like, we can talk, like, scientifically about it. Like, when you're bored, your brain starts wandering. And that's when real creativity kicks in. It's like your brain's default setting for just like that click in your head. Like, all the super creative people, like, for example, Elon Musk or, J.K. Rowling. Like, I'll get into a story and shit deeper into it, but that's when you just unlock that little light bulb in your head, like you remember like in cartoons where they'll like think of something and the light bulb will pop up in their head. That's usually that cartoon character was acting bored and they got an idea, right? But so next time you're bored, I want you just to not panic and actually just sit with yourselves for a couple minutes and just know you're in a creative lobby like in Minecraft, bro. Like you could build anything you want. You literally pause on life for a second. An example I can use here, coming back to it, is J.K. Rowling. She she was stuck on like a 6 hour train ride one time from like Manchester to London, right? And of course, when you're stuck on a train for that long, especially I think it was in the 90s. So like technology really wasn't what it is now. So of course she's sitting there in her own thoughts. So of course her mind's wandering, probably staring out the window or, writing down like what people used to do back in the day, right? So she's just staring out the window and she probably daydreamed. And in that pure state of mind, she came up with the whole concept of the Harry Potter. Yes, the Harry Potter. Just on a 6 hour train ride, she concluded in her head that she was going to make the best movies and best books ever made in life. And that's just one example of how crazy it could be if you just actually let yourself be bored for once. Like there's a lot of creative, successful people in the world that just let themselves get bored and spark ideas. Like just think if we didn't have our phone in our pockets that we could whip out every 2 minutes we get bored, of how creative our brains would actually put stuff into existence. Like how many wild crazy ideas would you guys have? But there's a thing with us, especially Gen Z, is we're obsessed with being productive 24/7. Like we're definitely the hustle generation, right? We grind, we grind, we grind. We got to be successful. But sometimes, I mean, the best things is usually when you're not grinding, right? Like that's when life is chill maxing. Like the one time I was bored out of my mind, I was sketching up like a weird comic strip, right? And somehow I posted it on Instagram. Like this was like when I was 15 and it blew up, right? Like, cause I only had like, the people I knew on my Instagram and it blew up. But like I wasn't hustling or anything. I was just bored and sketched out something and made something go extremely viral because of how bored I was. So just maybe you can kind of feel where I'm saying that boredom is the ultimate hack, right? So, but here's the thing. It's like use it as a mental like health reset button, right? It's like the mental health plug. Like the constant stimulation from our phones, it's like our brain is a phone with 50 tabs open, you know? No wonder why we feel fried as hell. But it's just like hitting the reset button. Like, do you remember taking like a full day just to be bored? No phone, no nothing? Just you and your thoughts? Like, you're probably like, what? Why would I ever in my life do something like that? You know, like, I'll never be bored because I can do whatever I want from the grasp of my phone, right? But if you actually try it, it's like your brain will take a mini vacation, right? It's like a detox for your brain because sometimes your brain's gonna need a break from all the noise, right? So we got to start treating boredom like a secret weapon, right? And get real with yourself. But then you're probably gonna ask, like, how do I become like the boredom king, right? Like, how do I boredom max to the fucking, you know? So obviously, first things first is you got to put the phone down, man. Like, it's hard. Like, I get it. Like, even sometimes I find myself like, damn, if I don't have my phone on me, like, I say I won't use it because I've actually been trying to level up and, figure out life a little better. But I still like to have it on me, because emergencies and whatnot. But, like, I get it. It feels like you lose a limb. But just try it for 10 minutes if you're heavily addicted, right? Just stare at the ceiling and your brain will thank you. Trust. And if that's too hard for you, just take micro boredom breaks. Call it your boredom maxing, right? Like during like a scroll sesh or whatever, you're on social media or playing a game. Take a pause, right? Close your eyes, breathe and shit. On some no corny stuff. Like actually do it. And just brainstorm just wild, crazy ideas. Like don't judge your brain for thinking of stupid stuff. But like for example, like that's how a lot of people become content creators or influencers or entrepreneurs. Because if you want to start a YouTube channel, go for it. Like literally, just try doing nothing sometimes. Like it's actually so simple, but it's revolutionary, and especially in today's world. So that's the challenge for you guys: is to actually next time you're bored, just don't run to your phone or to whatever you do to do when you're bored. Right? Actually, just sit in your thoughts and watch it take over your brain and your life. So boredom is not going to be your enemy. It's going to be your mental health reset button, okay? And obviously, like, it's going to be hard to get into the habit of just, having your brain just be on that pause mode, right? Because me, like, I've been doing it for some couple years now. Like, I got really depressed a couple years ago, right? But ever since I learned to be bored with my own self, right? Each and every day, like, that's when it really does change, like not just your life, but like it helps you go on the right path of where you want to go, because just like anything in life, like there's going to be bad days, there's going to be good days, there's going to be incredible days, or just straight up horrible ass days. So you got to take it one step at a time. You got to practice and do stuff that you normally don't do in order to actually get yourself to be able to be cool and chill with being bored. And it's hard, like if you have a really good ass day, like it's going to be hard to like, sit with your thoughts. Like you're going to always want to keep that brain stimulated and keep going on with the next thing because you're having such a good ass day, And especially with bad days too, like you're going to be wanting to get your mind not thinking of bad thoughts because you're having a shitty day, right? So you're not going to want to sit with those thoughts. You're going to want to keep your brain going, So that's when you really level up, is when you can learn to do it each and every day. But obviously that's impossible to just click your fingers and do it, You got to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and you'll get better. And it's like, no, I'm not the boredom maxing king, right? Like I'm still like a student in the game, right? Like it's like when you're in COD, bro, like, and you finally are able to like create your own classes, like you hit that level, and that's where I'm at, right? But I'm talking to the people that aren't even at the created class yet, right? Like they're on level 1 or unranked, right? So I'm still a student to the game and I'm still leveling up each and every day. But for the last like year and a half, I've been really every day just sticking with my thoughts and being bored, and the creativity I have and like just how much I feel differently really shows on just keeping your brain elevated. And I'm going to spit some game with y'all real quick. One of his famous quotes that I love is, "The answers we are seeking for are in the silence we've been avoiding." Damn, right? Now, like, that's another thing is like, I could give you guys a lot of things, like, especially meditation. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but meditation is a sign of just letting your brain be bored and just literally cut off all the noise in that brain. So that's a good famous quote that you can keep reminding yourself that a lot of these answers that you think you need are not going to be from all the content or shit you're consuming. It's really the silence that you've been ignoring this whole time. And that's just why the brain is very important, and why being bored is such a superpower is because without the brain, how are you even supposed to succeed in this society today, you know? Or even if you are successful, what's a multi-million-dollar bank account gonna do when just unconscious? That's just what I love about the brain, man, is just thinking with your own thoughts. Like, it's not AI or the internet telling you this and this and keeping you not bored, right? It's just you and your thoughts. So when AI can have real thoughts like a human, then we're straight chilling, dude. So let yourself be bored every once in a while. And that's going to be wraps on today. I'm going to keep leveling up. Hopefully everyone keeps leveling up. And if you enjoyed this video, there's going to be more always to come. Let me know if you have anything you necessarily want to see. And I'll catch you all in the next one.